Continuing Thirsty Suitors.
Are you sure you want to do this? Tyler's not going to be easy to deal with.
Good point. I
Are you sure you want to do this?
never gonna get any easier.
This is Tyler. She's the first friend Jala made after our parents moved us to America. Her best friend. For a while, her only friend. Maybe that's the reason Tyler's always been a little possessive.
Excuse me?
Territorial? Oh, or how about proprietary? They fell in love when they were 14. They've been the on-again, off-again, grand queer romance of Timber Hill since then. The real mystery is why Tyler put up with the parade of hopeless losers, manipulators, and creeps Jala dated during their breakups. Low self-esteem, maybe?
Is that what you think of me? And hello to you too, by the way.
No! You forgave me because you were self-assured. You loved me, you understood me, better than I did myself sometimes.
But you really didn't understand me at all, did you? You want to dig up the past, Jala? Fine. I guess some things just won't stay buried.
Is this front you're putting up supposed to intimidate us? Oh, please.
Wait, your bitchy, self-critical inner voice looks and sounds like Aruni?
Guess you can see me as well as hear me in your inner world. Great.
Of all the people to be stuck with 24/7, my older sister.
Is there any point hating you when you're doing such a good job of doing it yourself?
Give it a rest, Tyler. If you really hated Jala, why would you even be here? I had more respect for you when you kept your distance from us. But to come crawling back like this? Oh, it's really pathetic. More than that, it's obvious.
Be very careful what you say next, Jala.
Aruni, stop! Right now!
She's you idiot. She's just saying what you're thinking. The words that come out of her mouth, you're just too scared to say them yourself.
You've always understood us so well, haven't you? But I know you too, Tyler. You want to know the real answer to the mystery of why you always forgive us? Why you'll forgive us even now? Even though you shouldn't?
You unbearably arrogant asshole. Go on then. Say it.
You're still in love with Jala. You never stopped. You never will. You don't know how.
Sergio! And Bruno?
What the hell is going on?
Hell is just right. Welcome to hell, Jala. My hell. The hell you put me through.
Do you think she's planning to bury us alive in this graveyard of your past mistakes?
Maybe she'll be merciful and kill us first.
Oh, Jala. Don't be so silly. I want you alive. There's no use in tormenting the dead. And you have tormented me, Jala. Everywhere I look in this town, I see the after images of us. You're tangled in my past. You linger in my future. No matter what I do, I can't escape you. You haunt me, Jala. Now it's my turn to return the favor.
Bro! You're back! I was so bummed you left town.
Yeah, bro. This lame town just couldn't handle my awesomeness. I had to split because of my secret trauma, you know?
That's deep, man. Women love secret trauma.
I know. That's why I made some up, obviously.
Wow! You're like a genius, bro!
You barely know Bruno, but we went to school with Sergio since the 3rd grade. Were you really not paying any attention?
I can't be expected to pay attention to the grunts they make in between guzzling protein shakes.
I followed you around like a little puppy dog. But you never really loved me, did you? I guess I made it too easy for you, huh?
Pathetic, isn't he? But was I any different to you?
He wasn't afraid to like someone more than they liked him. That's not pathetic, it's brave.
Braver than either of you.
Huh. Maybe you're right. Maybe both of us were too proud for our own good. But I didn't crush your pride into the dirt over and over and over again. You didn't make it easy for me to be brave, Jala.
Looks like Tyler's determined to resurrect the ghosts of the past. They're the shields she's using to avoid her real feelings. Put them down so we can get to the truth.
A moonlit cemetery, unearthly monstrosities. Is this a date? You've already left town. Why am I still fighting you?
No one ever really leaves this town, Jala. You know that. All it took was one smile and a mouthful of sweet promises for you to leave this town in the rear view. You didn't even really want me. You wanted to escape. Your parents, Timber Hills.
And me. How was it so easy to let go of everything we had?
Running off with Bruno was the opposite of a choice. It was more like an evasion.
You didn't evade me in the back seat that night.
Really not the time.
You kept choosing other people while I was right there.
Maybe you were just too much of a sure thing?
Hello again, Super Freak. I really love what you've done with the place.
Don't call me that.
I had so many nicknames for you back in school, remember? A creature of the night, death becomes her. Oh, and my favorite, Ferris Buttless.
Ouch. It's like you conjured her straight out of my worst fears. The kind of girl who was every kind of girl I wasn't.
You and Dia kind of have that enemies to lovers, hate you, but want to shut you up with my lips thing going on.
I'll shut you up with my lips.
I never knew you had such a possessive side.
I know, right? She's just not right for you.
I'm talking about you.
I still think about how you felt, Chala. The things you let me do to you, the promises you whispered, all those first times.
She bullied me, Jala. She made my life hell. And you had a relationship with her behind my back. Of all the people in the world, how could you betray me with her?
I really just planned to confront her about bullying you. Get her to knock it off. But then, I don't know, emotions ran high. Before I knew it, we were kissing.
Yeah, it was just a spur of the moment thing that went on for months behind Tyler's back.
Okay, seriously, shut up.
No. I can't believe I'm saying this, but let Dia speak. Did you tell Dia that I told you to break up with her? I made you break up with her.
Oh my god, is that really why you broke up?
So you didn't tell her it was me. Why not?
I didn't want her to think you were, you know, needy and possessive.
No, how sweet. True love is covering up for each other's toxic traits.
Do you regret asking me to?
No. Yes. I always wondered whether you really wanted to... Me giving you that ultimatum. It poisoned all the choices you made after. Be careful what you wish for, huh? You always had these big passions. You get obsessed with basketball, then skating, then chess. I'd just get swept along with you.
Apart from 5th grade, the year Jala decided to join Tyler as a goth.
We do not speak of that year.
Thankfully, Mom put a stop to it when you told her you were becoming a Wiccan.
She just looked at me and said, Jala, you are not a witch. Now go clean your room.
Why don't you ask what you really want to ask, Tyler? The question that's like a shard of glass in your heart.
Why don't you love me as much as I love you?
Why are you acting like you're the one that failed when I'm the one who made the mistakes?
If you loved me more, you wouldn't have left. You couldn't have. You cut yourself free of me, Jala, but after all this time, I'm still trapped.
Tyler, I'm sorry. None of this is your fault.
I'm so sorry, Tyler. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Why do you always look at me like I'm about to bully you?
Spare Shahrukh. He's innocent. I'm the one at fault. I will bear my guilt for eternity.
Come on, Irfan isn't that weepy and self-righteous.
Close enough.
Just because you've been living in the past doesn't mean you have the right to drag me back into it.
It's forgive and forget, not just forget. There's a process to moving on. The entire school found out that you cheated on Tyler with me. It wasn't just a betrayal, it was a humiliation. You're an expert at taking people's dignity, aren't you, Jala?
I still found a way to swallow my pride and take you back. I made so many excuses for you. But that was the first time I regretted loving you. Not the last.
I really thought we were done, that I'd lost you.
Forgiving you then made you think you could walk all over me.
No, Tyler, that's not what I meant.
It's true, though. You counted on her forgiveness after that. You expected it.
I know our relationship was collateral damage in your little self-implosion 3 years ago. But seriously, what was so wrong with your life that you had to blow it up?
I could see my future all laid out, and I just didn't want to be that person anymore.
You didn't even break up with me face to face. You called me from a payphone to tell me you'd fallen in love with someone else.
It's not the betrayal she couldn't take. It's the disrespect.
I mean, Jesus, Jala. You called collect.
This has gone on long enough. Tyler doesn't need you anymore, Jala. She's got me looking out for her. Face it, Jala. You're jealous that Tyler has me in her life now. How does it feel to be replaced?
It's a good thing that Tyler has someone in her life she can count on. You've been there for her. I'm grateful to you, Andale.
How dare you be gracious about this?
Ugh, here we go. I can already tell what you're going to ask.
Can't you see I'm trying to have a moment here?
Whatever, you're so predictable.
Tell me the truth. Did you come back here for me, Jala?
part of it. But I left a lot of damage behind when I left. I came back to fix what I could. I'm sorry. Is that disappointing?
No. I'm relieved, actually. Maybe we can work out a way to coexist without being the center of each other's worlds. I mean, really? We were a complete disaster together, weren't we? It'd almost be funny if I didn't still want to cry every time I look at you.
Does this graveyard represent all your cold, dead dreams?
I like my dreams cold and dead.
Aren't you both tired of all these half-truths and evasions? As usual, it's up to me to do the dirty work. You want to know who she really is, Tyler? How she really feels about you? I'll tell you. You deserve to know. Maybe that'll help set both of you free.
Arnie!
If Jala wants to tell me, she can tell me herself.
Yeah, Jala. Why don't you tell her yourself? Or I will.
I wish I'd met you later. I would have known how to be more careful with your heart.
Oh, please, stop trying to make excuses. This is just who you are. Selfish, impulsive, cruel. You don't deserve her love. That's why you always doubted it. That's why you ran. Because it was only a matter of time before she realized what you've always known. You're a fraud.
Hey, stop it! Don't talk to her like that.
I'm her. Don't you get it? I'm inside her head. You think you know her? You're wrong.
Arnie, please, stop it.
You want to know the real secret? What we know that you don't, what we've always known. You never loved her. Not the real her. No one could.
You could never make up your mind about me, about your family, about your whole goddamn life. What we are, it's more than romance. I mean, screw romance. That's the least of what I feel for you.
No, please, stop. I'll start getting ideas.
I can't forgive you for breaking my heart. I don't think I can ever trust you with it again. But I wasn't just your ex. We were best friends. You're my family. That part of me will always love you.
I'll always love you, Tyler. I'd say you're my soulmate if I believed in that kind of thing. No more ghosts, okay?
Before you say anything, let me just say this. Let's start small, okay? No blood oaths, no grand gestures, no promises of forever. Just two people who care being a small part of each other's lives.
I guess the only thing we've never done with each other is take things slowly.
We're trying this new thing called having boundaries.
Good luck, you're already flirting.
Ah, that reminds me. That Aruni in your head, you know she's nothing like your sister, right?
I'm not completely disconnected from reality, you know.
If you were, would you know?
What is your point?
I don't think she's good for you, Jala.
Jala needs me. You don't even want her back. Why do you care?
Damn it, boundaries, Tyler. I said it, and now I'm done. I trust you to take care of yourself. So, take care of yourself, okay?
The spirit of Barefoot Park is vast.
Yeah, little busy.
How can I help you, Jalu?
Thanks to this job, I've mastered the art of sleeping with my eyes open, standing up.
Are you done for the day?
Jala, why don't we watch some TV?
Sure thing, Dad.
Well, I'm going out with Chandra. We should talk in the morning, Jala.
Well, that's not too cryptic.
Night, Jala.
So, a little birdie told me today was a big day for you.
It's me. I'm the birdie.
Auntie, you're here?
Uh-huh. Rukmini overdid it with the cocktails tonight. I brought her home safely. While I was here, I thought I'd help my little brother cope as well.
Or you never cook and you came to raid my fridge.
Leftovers and coffee would go so good with all the tequila inside me.
I can't believe Amma got drunk. I can't even imagine it.
It's a balance. 2 or 3 drinks is liberated, but the 4th tips her into morose.
Aruni inherited that, bless her. Ah, my girls.
Dad, have you been drinking too?
Ha ha! Busted!
Speaking of nerve and complex relationships, Tyler and Aruni. Well, we don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, Jala Banana.
I don't really know where to begin. It's a lot.
Well, how are you feeling right now?
I feel like I handed in a piece of homework that was long overdue. This constant nagging anxiety that's just gone. I think I used up all the feelings I had and then some. I'm in a feeling deficit right now.
And now, Patty will be here in the morning.
Dun dun dun!
Did that sound laden with dread? I meant it to sound happy. You know, yay, my mother-in-law, who I love and respect, is visiting.
If that's your best attempt, I'd stay up tonight and practice in the mirror, or we're all doomed.
That's the spirit. Come on, Jala. What's one more emotionally devastating confrontation? How bad can it possibly be? Eh?
Cheers to that!
You're both terrible. and I appreciate you so much right now.
Jala, I'm sorry. I know I went too far yesterday. I took over, I made you say things you didn't want to say. I shouldn't have done that.
No, it's my fault. I've let this go on too long. I need to let you go.
Oh, just like that, huh? After everything I've done for you. You think if you cut me out, you'll be whole? You can push me down so deep that you can't hear my voice, but I'll still be there, waiting, in the dark. I'm part of you. How can you just abandon me?
Deep down, you want this too.
Jala, don't do this. I'm scared.
You're the part of me that couldn't forgive myself. The mistakes I made, the people I hurt, I pushed them onto you. I couldn't live with myself, so I had to invent you.
You needed someone to blame. I never resented you for that.
You're not a monster, and neither am I. You've carried the burden of my responsibility long enough. I can take it from here. Thank you for everything you've done. You're a part of me. You'll always be a part of me.
Stop blubbering and just do it, Jala. All this sentimentality is giving me a headache.
I couldn't have hallucinated a better sister. Goodbye, Irony.
Goodbye, Jala.
I'm glad you two have made up.
We were ordered to.
Now that's exactly the sort of comment your grandmother will pounce on. I'm asking you to be on your best behavior. I am begging you. Can you both please do this for me?
Bhakti's our grandmother. Can't we just be ourselves?
For once, I agree with Jala. The world must be ending.
This is not the time for this discussion, girls.
Why not?
Because she's here.
My 3 favorite girls all gathered in this cozy little kitchen. Have you missed me, darlings?
It's so good to see you, Amma. You must be hungry after your long flight.
I could eat.
How about I make parathas for lunch, Amma?
You've been telling me how much Jala's improved her cooking recently. How about you show us what you've learned from your mother, Jala?
But, Amma...
Don't tell me you don't even trust her to make parathas, Rukmini. What do you say, Jala?
Mom's been really patient with me. I'm sure I can manage parathas.
Well, you have confidence at least. I hope you're not going to disappoint us.
Of course she can make parathas, Ma.
I'm so glad I came home for this. It's not uncomfortable at all.
Stop making silly jokes, Aruni. Bati might misunderstand your strange sense of humor.
Oh no, I understand it perfectly.
Do not embarrass me, Jala.
What are you mumbling over there?
I was just asking if Jala washed her hands.
A grown woman like her, you need to ask. Surely you know to always wash your hands before you cook, Jala.
Of course I do. I'm an American, not a heathen.
See, Rukmini, you have to stop babying your children. How will they develop any independence?
Yes, Ma.
You look really well rested today, Amma.
Your dad bought a white noise machine. It's really helping me sleep better. Very good. Whisk the flour and salt together.
You should sift first, or it'll be lumpy.
We usually just whisk straight away.
That's a lazy approach. Why settle when you can achieve perfection? It's a mindset. Well, how could Rukmini teach you values she doesn't apply herself?
Just sieve the flour, Jala.
I like that lipstick shade on you, Amma.
It's the same shade I've worn for 20 years. Thanks.
So, Aruni, you're following in your mother's footsteps and marrying a foreigner.
His name is Ahmed.
Did I say something wrong? It's just a fact. He's not Indian.
Well, technically, neither am I. My dad's Sri Lankan and my passport's American.
Not Indian. And you, Jala? You're also an American?
What does it matter if Aruni doesn't consider herself entirely Indian?
What does it matter? It's time to whisk the ingredients, Jala. What are you standing around for?
Is that a new cardigan?
It's the same as always, Jala. Stop trying to distract me.
Are you doing something new with your hair? It looks so shiny.
Coconut oil twice a week. You should try it.
I warned you, Rukmini. If you take these girls to America, they'll be rootless. Thousands of years of history and culture reduced to Bollywood movies and pretty outfits.
I don't even like Bollywood movies.
They barely even speak Tamil. My God, the poetry you've stolen from them.
She tried to teach us, didn't she, Aruni?
I'm staying out of it.
She did, though. We just didn't want to learn back then.
You're telling me my daughter, a teacher by profession, failed to engage you in learning your mother tongue? And it's not her fault?
Told you to stay out of it.
Girls, please. We used to stay up so many nights, drinking endless cups of tea and quoting poetry to each other. Didn't you want to have that with your own daughters? Don't tell me you don't grieve the loss of it.
Time to incorporate the oil into the flour, Jala.
Huh. You haven't changed at all. Fine. Avoid the question.
The technique's important here, so be careful.
I really appreciate all the encouragement you've been giving me, Ma.
Well, thank you. I've been trying.
How do you stay so calm, Ma?
Years of experience as a public school teacher.
I ran into one of your students the other day. They said you were their favorite teacher.
That sounds very made up, Jala. Looks good, Jala. Now roll out the dough.
Looks good. This shoddy job. Do it again, Jala, and pay attention this time.
This is how I always do it, and it turns out fine.
Fine. Is that really enough for you in life? To be just fine? Average? Unremarkable? Well, I love you enough to expect more from you. Do it again. Properly this time.
Now we wait for the dough to rest.
No. You just stand there. I'll teach Jala the proper way to make parathas.
There's nothing wrong with Mom's teaching.
Then why has it come out so badly? Don't make a sulky face. You have to learn to accept constructive criticism. Right, Rukmini?
Yes, of course, Amma.
See? Your mother agrees with me. Throw that dough away. We're starting again. Go wash your hands again. Come back with a fresh mind.
That'll take more than a hand wash.
Thanks, Aruni. What a helpful remark.
It's just sisters bickering. What are you fussing about?
That sari really suits you, Ma. Beautiful color.
The lady at the shop told me I'm in autumn. Whatever that means. Adequate.
What's this I hear about you taking a sabbatical year before college, Jala? How you can take a sabbatical before you even begin, I don't know. Have you started applying for the new semester?
I'm not really sure if it's for me, Patti.
You really shouldn't delay your education. Wait, sorry. Did I hear that correctly? You're not sure if you're going to college? What is going on here, Rukmini?
It's an ongoing discussion.
You've been lying to me. Clearly, everything is not fine in your house. Your mother is an educator and you're not going to college? This is just a slap in the face.
Time to sift the flour.
Your daughter is throwing away her future and you want to talk about flour? This is really parenting, Minnie. Well, what can I say to that? Sift! Sift, Jala! Do you even know what I had to sacrifice to get an education myself? To get my daughter educated? She could have done her post-graduation, done a PhD, used that brilliant mind of hers. Instead, she threw it all away to marry that man and become a teacher here in this backwater American town.
That man is my dad. And what's wrong with being a teacher?
Nothing, if that's the highest you can reach. You don't even know how smart your mother is. What a waste of her all this is.
I made my decision a long time ago, Amma. And believe it or not, I'm happy.
Do you have any other choice but to pretend to be happy? Add more salt, Jala. You're being too tentative. I told you that your daughter would one day make you cry the same bitter tears you made me cry.
It's not the same thing.
Don't tell me you approve of this I'm not going to college nonsense.
Of course I don't.
It's my life at the end of the day.
So my opinion doesn't matter? I'm your grandmother. My blood runs in your veins. You don't even think you owe me an explanation. Go get some yogurt, Jala. It makes the dough softer.
I don't do that anymore, Amma.
Fine, just mix it as it is. Who cares how it turns out? You've obviously given up on teaching your children anything.
Aruni, Jala, do not say a word. Jala, mix the ingredients. It's nearly lunchtime and there's still a lot left to do.
No, forget about lunch. Forget the parathas. None of this is about the goddamn parathas. Patti, you just want to find fault with everything Mom does, and you're taking it out on Jala.
Is this how you've taught your children to speak to their elders?
Aruni, be quiet.
Aruni's right. Patti, you're not being fair.
Oh, so now I'm to be judged by a child.
No, Ma. I told you to be quiet. Both of you.
We're standing up for you, Ma.
What have you been telling these girls that they think I'm so terrifying? You need protection from me, is that it?
I don't know what's gotten into them. They're not usually like this.
You're the one who's completely different whenever Pati's around.
Oh. Oh. I understand now. You're all just one big, happy family. I'm the outsider. Is that it?
How could you be an outsider here, Amma? Aruni's just stressed about the wedding. Don't take it to heart.
This isn't Aruni's fault.
Don't get in the way of Mom throwing me under the bus, Jala.
Clearly, I'm the villain ruining this cozy domestic scene.
Amma, no, please don't.
You want to make me the villain? Fine, I'll be your villain. I was born to play that role. Look around, Jala. I exploded this domestic dream because I want to wake you up. Look around, Jala. I exploded this domestic dream because I want to wake you up. Look around, Jala. I exploded this domestic dream because I want to wake you up. Don't you dare sleepwalk into this life.
Indeed.
Your sister. She's a lovely girl, but mediocre, just like your father. No ambition. But you, Jala, I see myself in you, just like I saw myself in your mother. I failed her. I'm not going to watch her make the same mistakes with you.
I'm not another chance to fix whatever you think went wrong with my mom. I'm my own person.
Perhaps you should consider that with age comes wisdom. I can see how this little story plays out for you. I've seen it so many times before. Don't misunderstand, Betty. I'm not doing this to be cruel. I just want you to fulfill your potential. You have fire, Jala. People like us, we need to be pushed. We need to be tempered. We were born to burn. Men can make mistakes, but every choice we make, there's a price to pay. You have to bargain with the world for what you want. So what do you want, Jala? Really? And what are you willing to give up? You think I sent you those suitors because I wanted you to choose one of them? Those dimwits and fools. Not one of them is worthy of my granddaughter.
Then what was the point? They've been ambushing me all over town.
I just wanted to show you I cared, that I was thinking of you. Test you a little. Glad you rejected them. I'm proud of you. You're selfish, just like me, Jala. Selfish isn't the worst thing for a woman to be in a world where we're raised to lose ourselves. These roles of wife and mother consume you if you're not careful. Just look at Rukmini. Don't you want more?
What's wrong, Jala Banana? You look worried.
This was a mistake. I don't know what I was thinking.
It's all right to need a little help from the people who love you, you know. You're not alone. And it's not just yourself that you're standing up for, right? Don't underestimate how powerful that can make you.
The women in your family, they're all terrifying. It's so hot.
Look, I hate to say this, but I'm proud of you.
I caused house-exploding drama just before your wedding. I thought you'd be pissed.
Some drama's necessary, like draining the pus from a wound. So, get back up there, and don't you dare back down. Got it?
Jala, I'm cheering for you, but honestly, I hope I grow up to be your grandma.
Remember, hydrate and lift with your legs.
Come on, Auntie. You've known her longer than I have. You must have an actual suggestion.
Run. Try to look small and pathetic.
Really?
Though I usually thrive on confrontation and healthy communication, my tactic with your grandma's been avoidance.
That's not exactly gonna work here.
She loves you, Jala. Just remember why you're fighting her. It's not to win.
My grandmother is the sweetest, kindest woman you could ever imagine. She makes the best gajar halwa. But that's probably a story for another time. Family's complicated, huh?
Our family, our heritage, their roots, tethers. Don't let them be burdens, all right?
You're not alone, Jala. I promise. I'm right here with you.
You know, my mother's not wrong. I never thought I'd leave India before I met your father.
Do you imagine what your life would be like without Dad? Do you wish it was different?
It's hard to see anything else but the life I have now. I stopped imagining other lives a long time ago.
That means you lost a part of yourself.
Maybe. That's why sometimes what my mother says is hard to hear. Don't do this, Jala. Don't fight her. You won't win.
I've never seen you back down from a confrontation before. I don't get it.
You're like me, Jala. People make less sense to me the more I love them. Sometimes I think you're just like me, and other times I don't know you at all. You'll only get hurt if you go back up there, Jala. Just give it up.
I'm not gonna be afraid of getting hurt anymore, Amma. Some fights are worth it, even if you know you can't win.
Well, this is certainly a nightmare of intergenerational trauma from which we devoutly wish to wake.
Tyler? What are you doing here?
What do you think? I'm here to help you, dummy.
We were having a fight over paratas, but not really paratas. And then the house exploded, and now this!
Yeah, it's a lot. But now you have me. No fear, okay?
Maybe a few fears. You've never said a word about me being queer. That doesn't feel like acceptance, Bati. You're just pretending a huge part of me doesn't exist.
Ooh, I finally get a chance to do one of these narrator intros. As other grandparents succumb to the ravages of age, Pati does yoga every morning, has all her own teeth, and can hear someone whispering gossip from across a crowded room. I've always suspected Pati absorbs life force from the people around her, like a vampire, but for other people's failures.
So what? You're recommending a stake through the heart?
Yeah, metaphorically.
Are you mumbling to yourself, Jala? Didn't your mother teach you any manners? When an elder speaks, you should listen. You resent me. I'm just trying to make you better.
I could really use Mom's help right now. She's always mediated between me and Pati.
I know, but you and me, we've got this, right?
Right.
If you keep running from pain, you will lose yourself. Love isn't handing out gold stars and giving hugs. It's cold hard truth. It's bitter medicine. It's all been too easy for you. That's why you're so lost. Your mind, your passion, your effort, you spend them all here, for them. But you'll never be one of them. You need to be shattered to remake yourself. That's how you grow stronger. Is being happy all you want? You could be. I really thought your mother would come to rescue you by now.
Why are you acting surprised? You terrify her.
All I want to do is guide you. Why do you twist everything I do?
Mom would be happier if she never spoke to you again.
You think brilliant women are happy ones? Oh, Jala, don't be so naive. What's the point of idealism if you don't have the power to change anything? The spirit of Timber Hills! Do you think I want you to get married because I'm sentimental about it? No. My husband was a self-important, narrow-minded alcoholic. I'm supposed to be sad and lonely now he's dead, but I'm not. I'm relieved.
Did he love you?
I'm sure he did, in his way. He loved his clean house, his iron shirts, his hot meals. Can there truly be love without equality? My husband thought he was the undisputed master of the house. My master.
It's hard to imagine Patti in that situation. But that was the reality for a lot of our grandmas and great-grandmas and great-great-grandmas from every culture.
So you see, Jala, I'm being pragmatic. They don't call it the marriage market for nothing. It's a transaction. Pick a man to take you places, or work 10 times harder to get yourself there instead. What you can't do, my girl, is what you have been doing, and that's neither. You'll spend your whole life proving you're half as good to a society which will never acknowledge your better. I don't see anything of your father in you. Thank goodness. You're really going to insult me like this in a sari I picked out for you? Your mother abandoned her academics to run off for love. And look at you, the same mistakes. You think you can pretend your way into the world as you think it should be? No. You have to live in it as it is. Have you ever thought the reason you've never truly felt at home here is because you're not? That maybe you're struggling to find yourself because you're looking in the wrong place?
Well, what are you saying, Bhatti?
I'm saying that part of yourself you feel is missing, you won't find it here. Come back home to India with me, Jala. Restore what was stolen from you.
This isn't a spur-of-the-moment thing. You've been planning this.
It's the real reason I'm here, Jala. Oh, your sister's wedding, blah, blah. But your mother, your sister, they're beyond my help. But you still have a chance. I came all this way for you, Jala, because I care about you.
What would I even do in India?
You'll never know until you try, I understand you, Jala. I accept you. You belong with me. When I went to work, I had 2 saris, just 2. I'd wear one and wash one. You have no idea the sacrifices I've made. The last time you were near a Kanchipuram sari, you peed all over it.
I was a newborn. And what were you doing changing my nappies in a silk sari anyway?
Your sister's just average. But you're special, Jala. I've always known it. The last time you were near a Kanchipuram sari, you peed all over it.
I was a newborn. And what were you doing changing my nappies in a silk sari anyway?
What's the point of idealism if you don't have the power to change anything?
You say you're disappointed Mom didn't achieve her potential. But would you really want her to eclipse you? You love being the one on top.
When I went to work, I had 2 saris, just 2. I'd wear one and wash one. You have no idea the sacrifices I've made.
Auntie!
I don't see anything of your father in you. Thank goodness.
When I grow up, I hope I have a 10th of your style.
Sometimes speaking across the generation gap is like speaking across different universes.
Bet you wish you were in a different universe right now, huh?
Seriously.
It's time someone taught you a hard lesson, Jala. Let's settle this like grown women with the most powerful weapons of all.
Uh-oh.
Our words. Know how hard I had to fight for my education, to get my daughter educated. And now your family wants you to go to college, but you throw away the chance?
I get it. The world was unfair to you. But that doesn't mean it's right for you to live out your ambitions through me.
You disrespectful, ungrateful, selfish little girl. You know nothing. A teacher's daughter speaking like this. I knew Rukmini failed in her profession, but looks like she failed as a mother too.
Don't say that about her.
You think you're an American? That you'll ever really be one of them? You'll always be a second-class citizen here.
Just say you miss me, Pati. This isn't about me being American. This is about you feeling left behind.
You live in this place which feasts on stolen riches and think you're different from these colonizers. Ha! You're even worse, because you've turned your back on your own.
I am not seduced by the materialist comforts of the Imperial core. I'm not.
I can accept it if you don't want to get married, Jala, truly. But children? Children are a roll of the dice, thrown into our collective future, a way to keep playing long after you're gone. Don't you believe in the future, Jala?
You're the one who said being a wife and mother isn't everything. Don't you believe in yourself, Bhakti?
What will the world come to if intelligent women like us don't have children?
Eugenics much?
Don't you think your mother knows the reason you don't want children is because she failed you as a parent?
I'm not refusing to have children to hurt Mom.
But you know you're hurting her. You're breaking her heart. You think you're protecting your mother from me? You're wrong, Jala. I'm hard on her because I love her. You don't even know her.
You have Mom turning herself inside out for your approval. You've convinced her she needs you. You made that empty place in her soul, and you dangle the promise that she'll be whole if only she dances to your tune. I'm sorry for whatever made you this way, but I am done with your power games.
You have no idea the sacrifices I made for her. For all of you.
You want the truth, Bhakti?
Jala, maybe you should calm down.
No, it's time someone actually stood up to her. You know what, Bhakti? I hate you. You.
What?
I hate the way you talk to Mom. How you look down on Dad. How you dismiss Aruni. You're cruel. You passed that cruelty to Amma. And it's in me, too. I always know exactly how to cut someone down. Make them smaller. I'm so good at hurting people. It's like there's this monster inside me trying to claw its way out. And you put it there. You made love something I was terrified of. I hate how much power you have over me. Over Mom. Over us.
Stop it.
Did you feel that?
I hate that I love you, Bhakti. I hate that I can't stop. You came here and you turned our family into a battlefield. But this isn't a battlefield. It's my home, not yours.
You. How dare you?
Jala Jaratne, it's time to call your mother.
Mom!
My girls aren't a chance to rewrite the past. They're new beginnings, Amma. We need to let them write their own stories.
Yes, I understand. I'll leave after the wedding. You won't have to see me again.
Amma, no, that's not what we want.
Ah, it's all right. I don't have long left to live. No need to come home for my death rites. You're all busy, and you're holding too much resentment in your hearts. I understand.
You're part of our family, Patty. We love you. And it's never too late to change.
Change? I'm an old woman, Betty. I'm set in my ways.
Come on, Ma. You'll outlive all of us.
Well, the doctor did say I have the spinal health of a 30-year-old. I don't know. I have to think about it. I have to think about many things.
You're not wrong, Amma. My life would be so much easier if I'd married a man you picked out for me, walked along the path you cleared. It would have been easier.
But so much less fun.
So, Arvind, you've been retired from the pharmacy for what? 3-4 years now? No regrets?
None. I have so much more time for birding. I even built a little hide in the backyard.
He's a bird watcher, Amma.
No, Minnie, I don't just watch them. I listen too. That's why we prefer the term birding, as I've told you before.
Like I said, he's a bird watcher.
Do the birds need to be watched?
Best to keep an eye on them, just in case.
Well, you can never be too vigilant, I always say.
I want to make it clear that I do not bird, despite Irvin's best efforts.
The things I could tell you about the yellow-rumped warbler, not to mention the cedar waxwing.
Arvind, not all of us share your obsessions. Amma's still jet-lagged. She'll fall asleep at this rate.
Oh, sorry, I get carried away. It's a passion of mine, you know.
No, it's okay. Tell me about it. I want to know.
You... really?
Yes, really. Now, come on. What in God's name is a yellow-rumped warbler?
Your grandmother is actually having a civil conversation with your father. The age of miracles is upon us.
Do you really think it'll last?
Let's hope it lasts until your wedding, at least.
You know, I'm starting to think that Ahmed is a figment of your imagination.
Thanks, Jala. He actually is the man of my dreams. He's picking up his parents at the airport. You'll get to meet him later. Please don't be weird.
I hate to ruin a lovely occasion with sincerity, but I'm proud of you two.
Aw, thanks, Auntie C.
I mean, the state of your triceps and lats are a constant source of shame to me, but I guess you can't have everything.
I'm glad you came back to town, Jala. I have to admit, I didn't think it turned out this way. I never thought we'd actually be friends.
Are you a little disappointed I didn't break your heart? It would have been messy, but sometimes the mess is half the fun.
See? This is why I'm glad we kept things platonic. My life could use a little bit less excitement.
Yeah, mine too, to be honest. I'm glad we're friends too, just for the record.
I'll always be your friend, Jala. Whenever you need me. Remember that, okay?
A little slow tonight, isn't it? Yes, Ms. Jayaratna, what will it be? I'll set them up, you'll knock them down, one by one.
Are you the bartender from The Shining now? Am I gonna wake up to Cece and Aisha standing in my hallway? Come skate with us, Jala.
No need to be so combative. There would be no losing side if you were simply on mine. Join us. You would help us elevate our mission, shape the future with me. We both know you're the best skater from Timber Hills to Portland, Oregon. Maybe even Portland, Maine.
Don't you get it? It's not gonna happen. In fact, I'm never gonna give up on running you out of here, so get ready.
Soon enough you'll see. You'll all see. The day of reckoning is upon us, and all will be remade in my image. But wouldn't it be ever sweeter still if that visage includes your personal flair? Don't answer now. Think about it and remember. All work and no play makes Jala a very dull girl.
Look, I'm here, but let's not make a big thing of it, okay? I'm still reserving judgment.
I'll be waiting for your verdict. I mean, you're known for your discerning tastes.
You know I'm immune to your flirtations, no? Once I learn my lesson, it sticks.
Sorry, it's kind of a reflex.
It's a little endearing. Maybe. If considered in the right light. Here's to putting the unfortunate past behind us, Jala. Who knows? Perhaps in the future, we'll even be friends?
Look, I know I said I wanted to move on. But this time we've spent together, it's made me realize that you're not just a grade school fantasy for me. You're the one, Jala. What I feel for you, it's real.
How about you show me just how real those feelings are later tonight? We could go on a long drive, peel each other out of these clothes, see where the night takes us.
I should tell you, Jala, I don't do one-night stands.
Are you saying no?
No. Yes, I mean, as much as I want to. It's only a yes if you're willing to be serious with me. I can imagine our future together, Jala. I believe in it. Can you see it too?
I'm really not that stuck-up, confused, yearning little girl I was back in middle school. I've been through the fire, Jala, and I've come out stronger. Honestly, I'm kinda amazing. I just don't want you to regret passing all of this up.
Oh, I see. You're just looking out for me.
Exactly. You don't want to end up on your deathbed thinking, if only I'd let Thea have her way with me. Damn, usually people beg for the chance to be with me. But as always, you're the exception. Oh, Jala, just think about it, okay? If you just give me a chance, I'd blow your mind.
What are you looking at me like that for? Please don't tell me of some kind of dramatic announcement.
Nothing like that. You look beautiful, that's all.
Don't start.
What? A friend can't give another friend a genuine compliment?
Being friends is only going to work if both of us respect the boundaries we agreed on. Can't you just be happy we salvaged this much?
Do you have any idea where we go from here?
That's one thing I promised myself. You are no longer part of my future plans. I was so fixated on you and me that I almost didn't notice. I actually like the life I've built for myself. I like my job, I like my friends, I like being single. There's so much more space in my life when you're not in it. I'm willing to let you back in, but It'll be different than it was before.
Tyler.
I don't mean that in a bad way. Let's just see how it goes, okay?
Indeed. Indeed.
Oh, hey, Jala, you're headed out? Ugh, the level of thirst in this room right now. Reminds me of chaperoning your prom. I just wanted to... Yeah, damn it. Can I give you some advice? Yeah, why bother asking when you're gonna do it anyway? Fine, point taken. I know everyone in this room wants something from you. And you love to feel wanted, but... don't let their ideas of what your future should be close yours down. I envy you a little, you know? Yes, there's uncertainty and doubt in not knowing exactly what you want. But there's so much possibility, too. The world is wide open to you, Jala. Enjoy it. That's the whole point.
Indeed.
I wonder if we'll need to buy more phone cards soon.
I think I'll stop here for today. Really enjoyed the game. Thought I had a good story. Well, I really like the story anyway. Have a good day or night, everyone.